Hello everybody, it's Mirialda here once again, and welcome back to a figure box. Yes, we have a figure in front of us, and it doesn't even say Ami Ami. You could have bought her there, but I did not. I've had this itch that, I want a figure, I want a figure, I want a figure. I've been looking at pre-owned and everything, and I found figures that I want, but I knew that this one was coming. And I'm hoping that she's going to scratch that itch so I can save some money. But you know me, and my ways of saving money is spending more. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this box open. It shipped out from Japan yesterday and got here today, so yay, Good Smile Company and their fast flat rate shipping even. So yay. Let's get her open, and we'll talk about her, and we'll open her, and we'll look at her, and we'll ogle, and we'll be yay. And then I'll probably go and spend money. So... open the box, and there's a protective layer of cardboard, and there she is. Wow, this box is like the perfect size box for her. Can I even wiggle her out? I can't get my fingers in there. I'm ripping the tissue paper instead. Come on, Nia, come out. What a mess I'm making. So yay. We have in front of us a box that you can't see the whole thing. Let's zoom out a bit. So we've got a 1/7 scale figure of Nia. She is from Xenoblade 2. She is a 1/7 scale figure manufactured by Good Smile Company. And Nia released on June 8th of 2023. I ordered her back on February 15th of 2022, so it's been quite a while, but she did not delay at all. She came out on time. Good Smile finally took their payment on May 29th of 2023. She shipped out on the 8th and got here today on the 9th. So yay. Like I said, speedy UPS shipping. Nia was not cheap. She was expensive. She cost me 26,000 yen, or the conversion rate at the time made it $194.19. Now, if I had to pay when I ordered her, that would have been $235.50. So I saved like $40 by her being slow to be manufactured. And then, of course, the 2,000 yen flat rate shipping. So, yeah, she was cheap to ship, but she was not cheap herself. But exchange rates worked in my favor. So Nia, when I ordered her, I had no idea who she is. I've never played Xenoblade or Xenoblade 2. I'm never going to. But I saw her, and she was one of those, when they put up the promo pictures before she went up for order, I was like, oh yeah, wow, she's really nice. And I decided then that I wanted her. So when she went up, I ordered her right away. And she sold out really quick. And people are still trying to get her. People are selling her and all that fun stuff. It's typical figure stuff. But Nia managed to get up to number 3 most ordered on MSC. And like I said, I don't know who she is. I don't know her. I don't know her source. I saw her and I just had to have her. So yay. There has been some complaints about certain things. We'll get into that later, but this is on the side. You get the artwork that she's based off of, I guess, so it's a nice touch. The back is showing off a bunch of different angles of her, and there's the side with a nice shot of her. There's the top of her box, and the bottom says 1/7 scale painted figure Nia with a UPC code. So yay. It's a pretty heavy duty cardboard box. Let's get her open. So the things people have complained about. She comes with support poles for her hair, which does not attach to her base in any way. So yay. I have read that since everything is so heavy, you definitely want to use them. So yay. Another thing people have complained about is the paintwork. There is some instructions and stuff. So like her hair in the promotional pictures was very shiny, and then recently some other pictures have come out where it's kind of dull. So we'll see what she looks like. Inside of the box, it's just square patterns with different shades of gray. And she is very plasticky smelling. But there is Nia in her blister pack. Can we do a normal zoom now? Yeah, that'll work. So, looks pretty good. There she is from the side. And the back. And the other side. And then back to the front. So I'm actually going to open the instructions. I have seen that her head comes off, so that's one thing that may or may not be in the instructions. And her hand is holding her sword. It's attached, so you're going to have to deal with it. It does not come off. This is showing how to attach the support poles to her hair. And it doesn't really attach, it just sits there. Length of the support pole can be adjusted. Parts F can be used as you like. So it looks like one is adjustable and one might be required. We'll see. Rest of the instructions. So we've got Japanese on this side, and this side we have English. So you get some warnings up there. You can pause and read them if you want. We got all of her pieces. It is delicately crafted and is very fragile. Use caution. Be careful. Sharp pointed edges. Sharp pointed areas. Completed. Okay, so she goes on her base. Don't stab yourself. Put her hair into her head. Put her hair into her head. Put her arm into her sleeve. And then we attach support poles. So the fact that it's a separate instruction sheet kind of makes me think it was not originally planned, but it was kind of an afterthought that they had to do. Let's go ahead. We'll lay her down and get the back blister out, and then we'll open blisters and everything. Oh, come on. Okay, so she can stay standing in the background for now. This blister, it looks like it's her hair and her support poles. Okay, there is some tape there. So here's one chunk of hair. And it's got some bubble wrap and everything. Plastic and bubble wrap. And just being careful because of sharp pointy edges. So there is this ponytail. And then we'll pull out the other one. This one is not inclusive of bubble wrap. It's just got some protective plastic. We'll set that off to the side. We'll pull out support poles. We'll put this blister off to the side in a box. And now we will get Nia out. And all of her accessories and bases and everything first. Go. We'll pull out her base first. It's got a sheet of plastic over it. She has a metal pole. It is kind of a kite shape, upside down kite or diamond shape. It's very angular, which is unique. It's not a round disc. So yay. And it's got, you know, the support for her foot and everything. Next, I'll pull out her sword and her arm and hand. So it's kind of like a rapier type sword. So actually the blade only goes from there to there. And then it's wrapped in a water effect and a vine with flowers. So I'm guessing she might be like a water element. I don't know. And then it's got some gold effects and everything. It's got a knuckle guard or whatever you would call those. Her hand is, like I said, is permanently attached to the sword. So you either display her armless or you display her with her sword. She's got some ruby knuckles and a nice glove and everything. We'll set that down now. And then we'll pull out Nia. And she has some weight to her. We'll get some foam out of her. And then the plastic is wrapped, like her head is inserted through the plastic. So we wiggle the head out and de-plastic her, set everything down so we can clean up a mess and look at pieces. Not 100% sure why her head is removable, but it is. So there is Nia's smug, smiling little face. She does have some white tattoos on her face, it looks like. Nice red eye makeup. And a pointy nose. Nice golden eyes, looking off to the side a little bit. Looking underneath, I don't see human ears, but she does have fox, cat, some sort of animal ears with some floof. And she's got some ear armor. And just little decorations. Her ears are very tall and pointy. They almost look like demon horns, I guess. The hair is glossy and like platinum to me, so it looks better than the little Ami display pre-production photos I saw. So yay. Figmemo did say that her face is maybe a little small, and it's a little. It does look like a 1A scale face, but she may just be a small character. Then we'll pull up her body. So she is pretty flat-chested. I mean, there's bumps there. She's not entirely flat. If we look from this angle, we do see some cleavage gap. So yay. She does have a jewel on her chest. And it's got some like purple and blue paint on the different facets. She is showing off her shoulders, and we do get some clavicle. And she's just got some rope tied around her waist to hold her outfit shut. She is showing off quite a bit of V-line there. And that was something in the original pictures I didn't really notice until recently, is just how well detailed sculpted the V-line is there. We do see a vacuum sealed belly button. She also has this little strap buckle thing holding these coat tails together, and it's got this little placard or whatever hanging off of it with 3 jewels. Nice wide hips for a petite body. One thing, again, I never really noticed when I'm looking at her, but if you look at her shoes and her toes, yeah, she could easily stab you. Wouldn't want to be kicked in the groin by those. Very, very tall spikes, like sword spikes on her toes. She is wearing thigh-high boots, very high thigh highs. And we've got the golden ribbing, lacing, whatever around the edges. Her shoes are like Iron Man red with some gold on the back. If we tilt her down, I never would have noticed this without having her and looking at her, but she has blue circles on her hips, like tattoos or something. Looking at the back, we do get some booty lines and everything. Very small covering, actual covering of her booty, but then you've got the little iridescent red bodysuit under it covering her crack. She is showing off her shoulder blades, and again, a blue circle tattoo or whatever. We do see a bow and with a bell. It's plastic, it's not metal, so it won't ring or anything. Her coattails are nice and long, and her sleeves are very, very poofy. And you can see the ropes tied around her arms, separating the sleeve into kind of different sections. This hand is open. Middle and ring finger are together, and everything else is separate. Again, you get the ruby knuckles. So, yay. Yeah, overall, pretty well done. It's nice, glossy, smooth paint. It's not matte or anything. It's not sticky yet, at least. There is the peg hole for her arm and her neck. So let's start getting her assembled. So we'll go ahead and put her on the base. And I have read that she is kind of wibbly wobbly, especially without her supports. So yeah, she is kind of standing awkwardly and yeah, wibble wobbles a bit. So definitely we are, at least on this side, we're going to want to support, I'm guessing. And the other side, it may be optional, maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, I'll keep this up here. Let's see. Probably would be easiest to put her hair into her head next. So I'm going to assume that they're keyed. This one's kind of like a square with a corner cut off. They both are. Well, that one's very loose, so it doesn't go there, so it has to go here. Okay, now that one is a nice tight fit. So this one will go on this side. Again, it's a square with the corner cut off. There we go, get in there. So, just as a hint, her rope bows go on the front of her, not on the back. And yes, definitely is getting weighty. And that is quite a thin peg with no metal support for such weighty hair. So we'll go ahead and stick her head back on now. There we go. If we put her up. So temporarily you can display her without the support rods, but just feeling her, yeah, they're definitely going to be necessary. So I'll bring her close again, and we'll get her arm pegged in. Again, it is a square with the corner cut off. Looks like the corner cut off goes to the front of her. There we go. So there is Nia assembled. Yeah. So I'll do a quick spin without the supports, but then I will add the supports for safety. But yeah, she is definitely like leaning to my right, her left, and that's putting a lot of pressure on her leg. I'm hoping there's a metal support structure inside of her, but we shall see. I mean, she looks gorgeous and looks beautiful. And with all that hair, she's very impressive. The sword is coming way out back of her, so she is going to need a lot of display space. And you can just see as I'm turning how she's wibbly wobbly and everything. So we definitely do want a support. And it kind of sucks that they made this nice fancy diamond kite shaped base, because if they made it round, at least in the back, they could have had the supports actually peg into it. which I think is always better than these freestanding ones like this. Okay, so if we're looking at her from the back, G, I think this one is F, I think this one is G. So I'm just trying to look. Not exactly sure. So there's this little, let's see if we zoom in. There's this little tuft of hair that's kind of going off to the side, and I think that's where it goes. Could be completely wrong. It could go there, but I think it goes on that one. And it's just loose. It doesn't actually attach or anything. It's hard to tell with this picture, but I think that's where it goes. Then if we come to this side, it looks like this one will go here on that tuft of hair, which kind of forces her to lean more. So does say height is adjustable, but it is pretty dang tight. I'll fiddle with it later off camera, but for now we'll leave that there. Yeah, definitely will need some fiddling, and you may not even see what I've been doing. But there's that side. We'll zoom back out. Yeah, now that we've got those supports, then she does seem a lot more stable. Still, you gotta be careful if you're moving her around, and you want to put her somewhere on a shelf that doesn't shake very much if you walk by, I guess. But, I mean, how you display her is up to you. My copy turned out very beautifully. The hair looks great on her. All the paint looks nice and clean and everything. Not jazzed about the support poles, but seeing how unstable she is without them, yeah, she needs them. And especially after feeling the hair, that is a mass of plastic. It's not hollow, it's a chunk, and it has heft to it. It's heavy. And her, like I said, her neck support is pretty thin. Her arm, that should be fine. There shouldn't be any issues there. Can't display her without the sword, which is huge and massive and extends way out behind her. So, have to figure out a good spot to display her now. But yeah, Nia. Let's go ahead. We'll take the camera out and we'll do some close-ups. So there's her cute smiling face and her almost non-existent chest. Her very, very defined V-line. Which, as I said, I wasn't expecting that until very recently. I noticed that in the pictures. You got her legs with her very stabby spikes. Definitely a warrior type of woman. Just big poofy sleeves. Her hands are well done. And all the little rope details. The red is very vibrant. It's not chunky or anything. Like you can see the holes and the bows and everything. And all the little braids look good. Again, the sword, it's got that watery magic effect. And it extends way out behind her. She's got those giant ears with floofs. And big poofy twin tails. And lots of hair. So, yeah. Like I said, don't know who she is. I just know that she was gorgeous and I was very attracted to her. So, it was an instant buy. And she is a popular character, I guess. She's sold out at many places. She is not cheap, but she is still number 3 most ordered on MSC. So this is Nia. She is from Xenoblade 2. She's a 1/7 scale figure manufactured by Good Smile Company. She released on June 8th of 2023. She was not delayed at all. She came out on time. She cost 26,000 yen at Good Smile, or $194.19. But we got flat rate 2,000 yen shipping, and it was UPS, and it was 1 day from Japan to the US, so I can accept a $20 shipping. So yeah, she's cute. I'm happy with her. Now I just got to figure out where to display her. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.